a different video today. I am going to be applying makeup and I will put all of the different products that I'm using in the description box, but I'm not really trying anything new today, so it's not like a get ready with me. I just feel like I need to get this off my chest, let you know what's been going on with me recently, because slightly struggling with life in general. And usually I would look at my mum and get advice from my mum, and my mum has been there. Emotional support. She's been absolutely amazing through this whole thing. But my mum doesn't really have any experience with this because she breezed through the whole process. And I've got another friend who also did exactly the same, called Turkey. All my other friends haven't gone through this yet. So I thought I would turn to all of my friends here. So hopefully you can let me know how you coped and what worked for you. Not necessarily what you feel would work for me. You know, I don't want anybody saying what you think I should do, but if you can let me know what worked for you, what didn't work for you, hopefully I can add that to the mountain of reading that I've been doing, which is just a minefield. I've also done lots of different research online, also a minefield. And it will give me a little bit of clarity on where I go and what the next steps should look like, because my brain is fog. So I have tried oral hormone replacement therapy, only one type at the moment. It didn't last long because I put on a ton of weight, and I haven't spoken about this before, but I did suffer with a really bad eating disorder when I was growing up. So putting on a lot of weight uncontrollably really didn't sit well with me, and I didn't want to be triggered. It hasn't happened for a really, really long time. I'm talking decades, but there's always that thing in the back of my mind when I do start putting on weight ridiculously fast that things may emerge from the past that I said goodbye to a really long time ago. So that was my concern there. So I very quickly came off HRT, or at least the oral HRT that I was taking. I did not get the advice of my doctor, which, you know, may have been a really good thing to do at that stage, but I have had the advice of my doctor since then, and she started me on a very weak dose of antidepressants, which seemed to work, and they started to work after around about 3 weeks, and my anxiety really did lower quite dramatically. I mean, the anxiety before was just heart palpitations, the insomnia was just ridiculous, and I do still get insomnia now, which doesn't help the brain fog. If I go on HRT, if I decide to go down another avenue of HRT, I'm really worried that they're going to take me off those antidepressants and I'm going to go back to square one again. But, you know, all is in hand with talking to my doctor. So makeup. Let's do makeup. Can you believe I almost forgot to apply SPF? This is a sure sign I need help. Let's talk about other symptoms that I've been suffering with that I didn't realise were perimenopausal symptoms until I started doing quite a bit of research. So firstly, itchy skin, like ants crawling up my skin, little money spiders. You know, when you just get one on your skin and you just think, where is it? I can't feel it, but where is it? All the time. All the time. So frustrating, really annoying. It doesn't drive me crazy, that, but it's something that I don't like. That's one of the things. Brain fog is something that I've already spoken about. Honestly, when I'm talking to Wes, I will call him Seth, I will call him Beatrice, I might even call him Mum on some days. I go through everyone's name. Sometimes you just think, oh, that's just an age thing. I'm 45. The mood swings. I mean, God help Wes, he is the most understanding and patient man in the universe. He's really so beautiful about everything. He's always there to give me a cuddle if I need a cuddle, or he's always there to back off if I really don't want to be touched at that very given moment, which there's no rhyme or reason for it. It can be a split second from me being all lovey-dovey with Wes to be, stay away from me, I don't want to see you, I don't want to hear you, you're breathing too loudly, please stop. It can be a very emotional roller coaster, and I'm just wondering how other people cope with that. It has become less of a roller coaster since I went on those antidepressants that I was talking about earlier on, but I feel like I'm masking a symptom, not really attacking it at source by taking antidepressants. Not that I think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever, but my hormone levels are still not where they should be. It's just one of the symptoms of that I am covering over with the antidepressant. So one thing that I do take for perimenopause is the Hormone Harmony from Happy Mammoth. I buy this with my own money. They don't know that I take this. This is not a sponsored video. I did find that this does help for reversing that hormonal weight gain. That did help me with that massively. But Hormone Harmony helps to level out all of your hormones. It doesn't give you any extra hormones, it just levels out the ones that you've got. So again, it's slightly masking the symptoms. It does help. It's all herbal, it's all natural, and I have enjoyed taking it, but the one negative I would say for me is that it's really expensive. I am on the 3-monthly plan now, which makes it more affordable. And I may carry on taking that when I start whatever HRT I decide to go on. But for now, it's not doing enough. The aches and pains and frozen shoulder, I have had all of the above in differing quantities. So I had frozen shoulder, that's not always present, but it does come back every now and again. Aches and pains, always there. Getting out of bed in the morning, the groans that I make, moving, bending over to pick something up. And I thought that possibly they're just down to getting older, lack of fitness, and possibly that is one of those things. But I have heard that they are also symptoms of perimenopause as well. And I do think it's great that there's far more details out there, far more information surrounding this subject. But I just don't think we talk about it enough and get advice from one another. You know, just talk about it, see what worked for you, what could possibly work for me. Maybe I'll try it in the future, because at the moment, I'm at my wit's end. I'm not going to lie. It's starting to get on top of me. Just a smidge. So TMI, I do still have periods. In fact, they're still very, very regular, even without medication. So I'm not into that stage where they're starting to get sporadic or really not having them at all. But they're super, super heavy, and most of the time, incredibly painful. But that lethargy and that tiredness also has a little bit of lack of enthusiasm attached to it as well. Because of the lack of enthusiasm, I'm really blasé about, oh well, I can't be bothered today, so I'm not going to do that today. But then the day after, the anxiety from being and having that lack of enthusiasm the day before kicks in. Oh my goodness, I've not done that. I should have done that yesterday, and I didn't do it. And it's like I'm always fighting a battle with myself, trying to get my lethargic, lazy part of me to give myself a bit of a kickstart to make sure that my anxiety doesn't kick in the day after. And it's a constant battle. Now, I completely understand that these are not third world problems. I haven't got anything severe wrong with me. This is something that 100% of women are going to go through at some point in their life. So yeah, I'm not trying to come across as woe is me at all. I know there are people far worse off, but I wanted to address the situation, what I'm going through at the moment, so maybe you understand a little bit more. But also, I'm really hoping that those of you who have been through this before can help me out a little bit, because I was contacted by somebody the other day who said they're in their 5th year and their doctor said that this could last 7 or 8 years, to which I was like, 7 or 8 years? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. And that gave me the kick up the bum that I needed to think, I don't think I can cope with 7 or 8 years of this. I was really trying to ride this out as best that I physically could, trying to be strong, trying to be matter of fact about it. This is just something, you know, that I need to go through, especially as my mum rode through this quite simply. But yeah, no. No. My hair's been falling out in clumps, in huge clumps. Now, this has been happening. My hair has been thinning for a really, really long time, and nothing seems to work to stop it. It sort of goes in cycles. Weirdly, I have been using the One Skin hair scalp serum, and I haven't had any of my hair falling out in clumps since using that product. I don't know whether that signifies that that product is actually working for me and is going to help to thicken my hair, but I wanted to pass that information on. It can be so traumatizing when you're losing clumps of your hair in the shower, when you're washing your hair and you're running your fingers through your hair and just your hands are just full of your hair that is no longer attached to your head. And you're like, oh my goodness, what is going on? The struggle is definitely real in that sense. And I know my mum's had a lot of great results with collagen, which at the moment I'm not taking. So maybe that's an avenue that I could go down, but I'm just not quite sure. I take so many supplements in the morning. It's just adding another one really overwhelms me at this moment in time. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that and whether you've also had great experience with collagen or any other hair loss product. Please let me know. The anxiety of doing this video, the fact that I am being more raw than I usually am in my videos is starting to hit home now. And I'm having a little bit of a heart reaction here. My heart is absolutely pounding. I'm not so worried about what my regular viewers will say about this, because I know you're all absolutely fantastic and I'm hoping to get some words of wisdom from you all. It's the people that don't usually watch my video. I'm worried about how this is going to come across, whether it's going to come across the way that I want it to come across, how everyone will perceive it at home, whether you'll actually be able to relate with it, whether you think I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know. Anxiety at the moment is just off the scale, but I do think I need to talk about this. So I'm just keeping all fingers crossed that you take it in the way that is intended. And I'm still not quite sure what way that actually is. I've always been a bit ditzy and forgetful, but it's happening more and more frequently recently. And not that I think there's anything to worry about, but if I can start taking any medication that will make that a little better to hopefully make my day run a bit smoother, then that can be nothing but a positive for me. I walk downstairs constantly and forget what I've gone downstairs for. And I know that's completely normal for people of my age, but I have to write everything down. Otherwise it just doesn't get done. The brain fog is just ridiculous. And halfway through writing a note to remind me of what I need to do, I forget what I'm writing. It's just like, oh, so I'm writing a note to remind me to do something, and halfway through writing the note, I forget what I should be writing. Which sometimes, I mean, I can laugh about it at this moment in time because I'm having a good day. But when I'm actually in that situation, I could cry for weeks. It just escalates, and it's so much bigger than it actually is. And I'm like, and then the anxiety kicks in, thinking, what have I forgotten? And was that really important? And it must have been really important, otherwise I wouldn't have been writing it down. And now I can't remember what it was, and something really important is going to be forgotten. And maybe it's something for the kids, or maybe it's something for Wes, and then they're going to really not be very pleased with me because I've not done something that was really important for them. Just all go, roar, roar, roar. I used to be quite relaxed on what the kids ate, but now I'm more like, are they getting their 5 a day? Are they eating what they should be eating? Are they growing the way that they should be growing? Am I being a good mum by allowing them to have this or that? And yeah, it's getting on top of me. It really is. Let's talk about the dry eye, because I've never suffered with dry eye before, and I suffer with it all the time now, especially when I've been wearing contact lenses the day before. The dry eye it can actually be quite painful the day after and the days after that. Just really dry, really tight, really cold. But it's not only my eyes that are dry. Not going to go into masses of detail here, but you know what I mean. Yeah, sort of ruining my buzz. What do you all do? What? How? It's just so rubbish. Really rubbish. This tiredness that I talked about earlier on in this video, I'm actually resorting to having an afternoon nap on some days. I actually missed a call from my son who wanted to pop over with my grandson because I was napping on Sunday afternoon. Snoozing in an afternoon makes me feel worse, but having the feeling of I need to have a nap, otherwise I'm not going to be able to carry on with my day, so frustrating. It does make me feel worse. It gives me a headache. It makes me even more lethargic. I'm 45 and I am resorting to going to bed in an afternoon to be able to get on with the rest of my day. The headaches as well don't only come on when I've just had a sleep. The headaches are coming thick and fast. I never used to get headaches before, never used to take paracetamol or any sort of pain-related drug unless it was really, really necessary. I now feel like I am popping the pain medication pills like they are sweeties. I don't know what is going on with the headaches. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Is my body not able to hold water anymore? And talking about that, I cannot not go to the toilet. I went to Meadow Hall with my mum the other day, last week, and had to go to the loo about 5 times while we were there. And I hadn't drank a lot. What's going on there? It's frustrating. It is eating into the quality of my life. Is this just what I have to expect for the rest of eternity, or can I do something about this? Have you got over this, or should I just shrug my shoulders and say this is just it? So thank you for getting to the end of this video where I've just been ranting at you for however long this video is, and I can only apologize for that. I can only apologize for how raw this video has ended up, but I just can't hide it anymore. I seem to be glossing over things that are really bothering me and trying to put on a brave face, and I realized the other day that you are all so supportive. I'm gonna lean on you for a little minute and hope that you have some words of wisdom for me. How did you get through this phase in your life? What helped you? What didn't help you? Please let me know that there's a wonder drug out there that I can just take, and the day after everything is absolutely fantastic, because I will be first in line for that. But at the moment, I am so bogged down with research and reading that I don't know which way is best for me to turn. So any insights that you have in how you coped and what helped you may also help me. So if you can share your wisdom, I would be super, super grateful. I am so sick of over analysing every single little bit of my life. I just felt the need to just go bleh on you. So thank you for being blurred. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as normal before you leave. Hopefully normal service will normal service will, I have no idea at this point. Normal service will take over. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get back to normal in the next video. But yeah, thank you. And see you in the next one. Bye.